Greetings, everybody. This is LiminalityCarb, and we are now on a mission to save the world. And to do that, we're going to ignore the mission and actually do a bunch of side things this episode. First things first, we're going to head on over to this lake laboratory. Because over here, we will actually get something very useful. I heard you saved the chief. Thank you. My name's Lon. I expect we'll see each other again. Yeah, so we saved these people, these two people's chief already. Our chief has returned. I hear you're the one to thank. Thank you. I'm Bond, by the way, at your service. Well, let's head on inside and meet their chief, who, by that picture, you may already suspect who it is. It's the green-haired girl we saved from Castilla Bridge. You came! I'm so glad! Well, are you impressed? This is my lab. It's state-of-the-art. Not just any scientist can get the funding to build a lab this impressive. I enjoy that as she said that, Thomas appeared in the back window to start spying. I'm probably this country's numero uno. There's this one other dude who thinks otherwise, but he's crazy. Let's not talk about him. Now, I did say I was going to reward you, and a reward you shall have. I'd like you to have my extremely precious voucher for one free pocket expansion at Tailoring Tracy's. Tailoring Tracy's is great! They'll sew one more pocket somewhere on you. More pockets means you can hold more stuff. I have lots of pockets. They're all stuffed with food. It's how I survived being stuck under rubble for so long. Anyway, I'd really like to use it for myself, but that's why I want you to have it. Having trouble reading again. I hope this gift shows the depth of my gratitude to you. If you'd like to redeem the voucher right away, there's a Tailoring Tracy's in Dea. Goodbye, voucher. Well, run along now. As for me, I must get back to my current dilemma. Where am I going to get a bunch of moonstones? Well, we currently have 35 in our possession, and Fran only needs 10, so we can help her out. I'll give you the moonstones. You will? That's so nice of you. And it looks like you've got a good amount as well. You even have enough for me to do the first long-range experiment. Come with me. I'm about to show you something very cool. My team and I have been working to reclaim a lost technology of the ancients. It's the art of instantaneous matter and energy transfer. In other words, teleportation. I'll demonstrate by teleporting this egg from one teleporter to the other. Observe. An egg goes in one portal and comes out the other portal. Oh, a little worse for wear though. Ta-da! Whoops! I had it set to fry. Don't worry, the technology is safe. Anyway, for a long while, we could only manage short-range teleportation. Until I discovered that what we call moonstones were key. People think of moonstones as pretty trinkets the ancients used to wear like jewelry. But back in the ancients era, they were known as warp crystals. And warp crystals were clear, unfettered access keys through the continuum. It was like carrying your own personal warp gate in your pocket. But with the passing centuries, the crystals have become clouded. Now they hold only a tiny fraction of their previous splendor. But hook enough together through the proper processes and we can recreate the teleportation of yore. Now, onwards to the real deal! As it turns out, we've already laid the groundwork for a small network of teleporters. All we needed were the moonstones, and thanks to you, we have them. Well, enough to connect one pair of long-range teleporters anyway. Since you said you came from Pancello, I've gone and made that the first link. Now you can easily revisit your hometown from here. Well, it's showtime. I'll see you guys on the other side. And there she goes. Oh, I can't. What if she's all fried on the other side? I guess I should step in after her as soon as I can feel my legs. Well, they're all, worried, understandably. We have no fear. We made it! We're back in Pancello, and... Oh. Well, unfortunately, it seems their fears were, well-founded. Fran has been turned to dust. Oh, wait, there she is. Great news, Gail! It was a success! Haha! Man, success feels great! What's that? You thought I was a goner? That's silly. Why would you think a thing like that? Hey, my assistants aren't stepping through. Those cowards. Ah, well, I'll dock their pay later. Let's head back, shall we? So we now have a fast teleportation between the Dea region and Pancello. With this first step, my dream of connecting the world is closer to fruition. Though we're still a far cry from launching a public teleport system, feel free to use our system as much as you like. Consider yourself a beta tester. If you bring me another 10 moonstones, I can link another pair of long-range teleporters. Finally, please accept this present as a little something for your help. We get a heart rupee for helping connect the first pair of teleporters. As you continue to help Fran connect teleporters, she will give you more and more gifts. Each set of teleporters will cost 10 moonstones, though. Plant maintenance is one of my important scientific duties at this lab. Science behind it is not to be underestimated. I determined these species do well with exactly 925 milliliters of H2O daily. Of course, soil type and heat can also affect absorption. That too must be taken into account. So he really likes taking care of the plants. Well, let's see what Lon has to say. I'm preparing a healthy snack. Left to our own devices, the chief will eat nothing but junk food. I've tried taking her junk food away, but she has too many hidden repositories. Her lab coat alone is a bottomless well for snacks. Look at what I confiscated from it the last time I did laundry. We got some saffron milk for free. And that's about all we can get. So, let's go talk to Fran again. And let's get the next set of teleports linked. It feels great coming off our first live teleportation success. It seems so long ago we were petitioning the Peace Ministers just for permission. You believe the hurdles we had to hop through to get to this point. The shoes I've had to make my assistants kiss. Well, let's give you 10 more moonstones. Yay! Another set of moonstones! Let's connect the next pair of teleporters right away. Next stop, a tie. So now we no longer have to cross the bridges. We can jump from Pancello to here to a tie anytime we want. It's done! Now any of us can go get delicious drake tail at any time. For your service to science, let me reward you with this. It's another voucher for a free pocket expansion at Tailoring Tracy's. So, that's 2 free pocket expansions we can get. Let's talk, because each time you do this, they end up having new dialogue. Fran keeps way too many hidden food stashes. It's like a game of cat and mouse. You wouldn't believe what I found stashed in her pillowcase. Here, please, throw this away. Oh, but it looks like your inventory's full. Well, let's deal with that. Anything that we can safely get rid of. You know what? We can get rid of the canned beans, I guess. Of course, cleaning a chief's room is a very important scientific duty, because a clean room is a clear mind, and a clear mind is imperative for conducting science. Here, so we got a grape cake this time. Also, let's see what's up here. We have kitty. Yay for more cats. And we have a telescope, which we cannot do anything with. You would also think there'd be a diary up here, but it doesn't appear to be. Oh well. Head on down. And actually, let's find Lon. Are you outside? Yes, you are. What do you have to say this time? How exciting to have a tie easily accessible once more. I've been meaning to go and dye my hair again. Do you know the hairstylist, Charla? She's actually a good friend of mine. The new teleporter is a great way to circumvent the broken bridge. It's a pity we can't share it with the wider populace yet. Yeah, honestly, that would have solved a lot of problems. Well, we have enough to get one more teleporter connected, which is also the last one that we can get for now. My goal is to one day create a vast network of teleporters, a friendway in every town. Just think, you can fish at the beach, ski out down a snowy mountain, and ride a camel through the desert, all in the same day. What a wonderful future. And yet, the Peace Ministers threatened to shut down our research so many times. They think it would disrupt the current economy too much. Well, I don't care about that. Have more moonstones. Let's connect the next pair of teleports right away. Next stop, Cassette, an area that we don't actually have access to yet. It's done. Now any of us can ride a Pookie in the beautiful countryside at any time. For your service to science, let me reward you with this. And for connecting the third one, we get an energy gem. With this, the first test network of teleporters is complete. I've sent word to the Peace Ministers that we're ready for an evaluation. Until then, we mustn't get complacent. Any number of things could go wrong. The moonstones could get stolen, or they could burn out, liquefy, explode, or even implode. I don't have 10 moonstones to give you, but you can keep giving her moonstones for other things. Laundry, as you know, is a very important scientific duty. You weigh the clothes, it needs to be exactly 3 kilograms. Then you use a beaker to measure out the exact amount of detergent. 30 milliliter is optimal. Then you put it all in a giant centrifuge, as I like to call it. Yep, totally science. I mean, at one point it definitely was. Now, for us, it's become kind of mundane. My parents live in Cassette. It's great to now be able to visit them at a moment's notice. Though the leisurely stroll through the wheat fields is so relaxing, I'll probably still take the long way. Keep Mr. Bear dashing and fresh is, of course, one of my very important scientific duties. I find spraying a careful blend of 5 parts cleaning solution to 1 part pine wood extract best invigorates the fur. And it makes for a pleasing aroma. Impeccable science makes for impeccable results. Oh, yes, look what I found hidden in Mr. Bear's mouth. Chief. He'd hand it to us, but our pockets are full. Anything that we can safely... You know what? We'll get rid of the stink root. Because even though it can be consumed to give us a small attack bonus, I want to see what we get from this instead. We get another cooked drake tail, which means I probably would have preferred keeping the drake root. But for now, we are done with Fran, so we're going to head to the other side of this lake. Everyone here rushes about for Geo Club this or scientific marvel that. No one wants to stop and soak in the atmosphere. You know, relax and appreciate this little sand patch. Do you hear the story about the girl who wouldn't relax? She'd work hard day in, day out, hour after hour. Her example was truly touching and inspirational. Anyway, it's too long for me to go over completely, but the ending of it is she died. Take it as a cautionary tale. I'm going to build a moat and fill it with alligators. No castle is complete without room for torment. A strange woman's looking at us. Should we invite her to join us? The room of torment does need an occupant. I'm slightly disturbed by those kids wanting a room of torment. My dad needs to get out more. I'm thinking of signing him up for the Geo Club. We'll do it. I do enjoy as we came over here, just the music completely changed. If there's anything he hates, is letting money go to waste. Okay. I'm a veteran Geo Explorer. I'm always down to help some rookies. My first advice to you, join the club. You're going to need some money. You scrounge up by skipping on meals. The top prize in this branch is a Geo Jacket. There's only a limited number of those. I must have one. Alright, well, let's go see what this Geo Club is all about. Oh, hello. Such mesmerizing pearly white hair. Be still, my heart. To be honest, I joined the Geo Club when I heard Georgia was personally inducting new members. But then I froze up during the initiation. I must redeem myself. I'll be the first to conquer all 10 Geo Dungeons in this region. Which, these dots are telling you approximately where they are. So, make note of that. Before we actually go enter, let's talk to this guy. Look at all the fish. They swim so happily. All save the poor turtle. It swims alone. I'd part with my dearest possession to find it a companion. Oh, that turtle! You must give it to me! So this is the next part of that trading quest I mentioned when we got the turtle. Thank you! There! Now they swim together. Thanks for humoring a sad man. Here, take this. I insist. And we got a pearl ring for giving him a turtle. That ring used to belong to someone very important to me. I'm sure she'd rather that ring made someone happy than have it sit in a box forever. Watching the fish swim brings me a sense of calm. Well, I'm glad for that. Fish can definitely be very calming to watch. Well, let's talk to you. Howdy! Welcome to the Geo Club. How can I be of service? Let's join because they have the prizes up there. A heart rupee, an energy gem, new piece of armor, and a golden egg, which we'll get into later. We do have an annual 200 rin membership fee. The money goes a long way in helping to maintain current dungeons and make new ones. Well, we've got 600, so let's pay it. Yay! We have a special surprise. The head of the Geo organization is staying with our branch for a while. She said she'd like to induct new members while she's in town. You can find her in her office upstairs. Please, pay her a visit. Well, we're going to need this flute for up here. So, let's go say hi to Georgia. Greetings. You must be the new member. Gail, is it? That's a pretty name. I'm Georgia the 12th. But you just call me Georgia. Now, I understand you'd like to join Geo Club. It'd be my honor to initiate you. We're all about exploration, fun, and community. The first thing you'll need to do is learn a song. I'll explain why after. For now, just repeat after me, whether that be by whistling or with an instrument of your choice. Down, center, up, center, right. Great work! The song you just played is known as the Geo Song. All Geo Club members know it. The song is a key that will allow you to enter our Geo Dungeons. You see, all of our Geo Dungeons are guarded by a gate and songstone. Songstones are... Huh? You know about songstones already? That's great! I guess there's no need for further explanation then. We have a special beginner's Geo Dungeon set up outside, to the right. I highly recommend you go try it to get your bearings. Well, let's go listen to what she said. Let's go try out that beginner's Geo Dungeon after we talk to this person who's up here. I buy the Geo membership every year, but mostly so I can lounge around. There's lots of light and it's comfy. Best place to read, easily. The strange and wondrous life cycle of fire dragons. Alright, well, this is that beginner's Geo Dungeon that they mentioned. And to be able to get in, we need to play that song. And it opens up to this area. Pretty simple, just shoot the switches. This is supposed to be one of the easier Geo challenges, but I can't shoot for the life of me. I hope the other Geo challenges aren't this hard. Don't mind me, I'll just watch you. So, for this one, we've got to get a bank shot. And then this one, we need to shoot down there and up here. And then this one is interesting. You can just jump down there and use bomb jumps to get back up for the lower ones. But this one is... You've got to get the right angle, and it is annoying for me. As you can see, I have missed many shots. Oh, but we got it that one. This one, just a quick shot, and then this, I think another quick shot. Over a little bit. There we go. Like I said, you can also jump down here to try to get it, but then you have a hard time getting up. If you fall down that hole, you will actually have to do all these switches again. So, just bomb jump to get back out. Congratulations! You won a Geo Challenge. Commence applause. You are visitor number 4,358 to this location. Receive your ticket now. Remember, check in with local Geo base to redeem your prize. The nearest Geo base can be found west 30 meters. Have a merry berry day. I hope my handler was pleased with my performance. This one's still a bit stiff in his presentation. Needs more warmth, wouldn't you say? The mechanical brain is still very much a mystery to us. It needs to be trained up, kind of like us. Once this one is properly trained up, we'll ship it to a more remote geolocation. Yep, so at the end of each geo puzzle, you'll get yourself a geo ticket, which does not take up an inventory slot. On that note, that pearl ring we got is now considered a quest item, so we have that inventory slot freed up again as well. But since we completed the first geo puzzle, let's head on over and talk to Georgie again. I see you've completed your first Geo Challenge. It warms my heart to see someone enjoying our dungeons. Do remember to exchange your ticket for prizes. I personally love golden eggs. Alright, well, I know she says more, so let's exit and then come on back. Because I want more of her dialogue. Alright, well, maybe she only says it if I look at this. Shelf caught your eye. Each item has a considerable history. Well, let's ask about the antique pin, which we just happen to have one of in our inventory as well. There's a story about these old pins. Supposedly, they belong to the very first Geo Club. My father, George the 11th, is credited with founding the Geo Club. But he tells me he was only reviving an ancient family business. The original Geo Club is much older, founded by the very first George. He predates even the Great War. He's the man depicted in the portrait up top. Way back then, you'd get a pin, not a ticket, for completing a Geo Dungeon. It's crazy to think, but there still exist ancient Geo Dungeons out there, created by George I. If you happen to stumble upon one, do not enter. They're dilapidated and dangerous. They're hundreds of years old, so who knows what might be lurking in there. Well, despite my warnings, I must admit, I did find this pin in an ancient Geo Dungeon. It made me feel closer to my roots. I'd venture to find all of George I's dungeon pins if I could. Alas, I must run the family business. Alright, well, let's... No, I didn't mean to talk about the pit. That. I want to talk about the other thing. Ignore the fact that I just bombed this area. Let's ask about the earrings. Supposedly, they belong to my great-great-great-grandmother, Georgia the 7th. They're supposed to be lucky earrings, but I don't feel any special resonance from them. Do they call out to you? You know, I've got way too many baubles from my ancestors. I wouldn't mind giving these earrings away. Ha! But I don't give away anything for free. Find me something I'd be interested in, and I'll trade you for it. Well, let's trade this antique pin for the earrings. You've got a Geo pin too. Let me see. It's true. How did you find it? Tell me everything. Yeah, so that weird area with the strange holograms and the weird maze was actually an ancient Geo Dungeon. That was amazing! So there exists an ancient Geo Dungeon in the dangerous sand drifts, and it uses illusions to construct a maze? That sounds incredible. We could never do that today. Too many Peace Minister regulations and safety concerns. My father and I had a heck of a time just persuading the Peace Ministers to let us reopen Geo Club. As for George I, he must have had a lot of daring to build in such inhospitable places. I feel like I understand him a little more. Thank you for retrieving it. I accept your proposal to trade for the lucky earrings. And we got lucky earrings. This mysterious jewelry might just be the blessed by late luck herself. With the earrings equipped in our inventory, battle rewards seem to turn up more often. Thanks again for getting me the Geo pin. Just hearing about your adventure to retrieve it was a real treat. And with that, we will actually be ending here. Next time, we will be heading to other Geo Dungeons that are on this map that we've actually either seen or been right next to. As always, thank you all very much for watching, and take care.